Hello. This is it. That's always called in those meetings, that this is it. This is a meeting about non-duality, and non-duality means not two. And when there's someone, it seems to be there's someone. There's always two. There's good and bad. There's me and you. There's you and the world. It's always two, wanting to. And there's always wanting to reach something, because when there's two, it's very obvious that everything is real and that there's something missing, that there's something not right. Maybe you think there's a deep feeling of not being right, not being good enough, or there's something you think in the world is not right. So there's always something to do, something missing, something not right yet. And the whole search is about finding the paradise, you could say, the paradise. And that paradise is in different things. Oh, there's something in my ear. Okay, sorry. That can be a feeling of freedom, searching for a feeling of freedom, searching for happiness, searching for oneness. But it's always searching for something, because you think the whole world and you are real. So you're looking for something in the world. Maybe you heard that something out of the world, but it's still looking for something different as what it is, different as what you are, different as what you think it is. And there are a lot of talks about how it could be and how it has to be. And there's always also a difference between that. That's what I read last time. There's a huge difference between thinking in the West and thinking in the East. So thinking in the East, it's well, a lot of religions coming from the East. It's talking about enlightenment and things like that. And in the West, the me is very important. Me is the personal identification. It's like you do everything with it. It's your free will. It's your own choice. It's your responsibility. It's very strong to talk like that. It's a huge belief in personal identity, and there's someone who can choose to make your life work. A lot of rules and practices or advices how to do it. The doing is very important. So when we were talking about this, that non-duality in the West, and then it said there's no me, it's confusing, because then you think, oh, this body has no me. So there are also a lot of talks like there's no one, but there's awareness. So still that Rose, you could say, or whatever you call yourself, it's like Rose is there without a me. It's not like that. It's not Rose is there without a me. There is no Rose. It seems there's a Rose. There's you see a face and a little bit of the body. That's it. That's everything. And it's not real. It's just energy. So it's real and unreal in the same time. And when that's so obvious for the me that everything is real, it's not even questions, then it's very strange to hear that the world is not real. The world is just, yeah, you could say imagination. We are very capable as human to make images, to make images, that the mind makes images, or their brains are making images. There's no mind, there's just thoughts. And there are just images, and it seems like they are very real. Everything what is thought, and it seems to have a content, it seems to have importance, it seems to have meaning, and it seems to be real. So when there's thinking about the street, about home, your home in the street, in a city, then you have an image of it, and it's a remembering, and it's real. you assume it's real. It's not assuming, it's not even thinking you're assuming it, it's just real. But it isn't. It is everything what is just what can be seen, what can be felt, what may be a feeling, maybe something seeing. Nothing is real. So there's no real world. There's no world. It's just an image of something you see. It seems to be outside. There is no outside, and there's also no inside. But the brain can produce images or read articles about what's going on inside the body or inside the world. But it's just words. It's just words reporting something, and nothing is real. So it's very easy. Life is very easy. There's no need to change because there's nothing wrong. It seems to be that there's a lot of things are going wrong because when there's good and when there's bad, there's always good feelings and bad feelings. There are no good feelings and bad feelings, of course. They're just feelings. And it's not your feeling, it's just feeling somewhere. It's not even in the body, it's somewhere. It's like sound. Sometimes sound you don't even know where it comes from. It's just there from nothing. That's the same with everything. It's just there without any content, without any meaning, without any importance. It just is. Everything is just is and isn't, of course. Nothing is real. There's only nothing, and there seems to be everything. Everything is like moving a hand. It's not, everything is sometimes to be something. Oh, that is everything. It's like a holy thing. Everything is just moving a hand. That's it. And nothing is not just, oh, I'm looking for nothing. It's the same. Nothing and everything is the same. So you can't look for it. It's already nothing. So there's no need for looking for it because everything and nothing is in the same time. So it seems to be that there's everything, but it's also nothing. So that makes it very abstract to talk about nothing and everything. And it's just that's so, it's in a way it's very funny because it's just nothing, really just nothing, but not with a meaning, not special, not, oh God, there's nothing. It's just nothing. So a lot of things also in those meetings seems to be very special, or maybe they're talking about how Rose is doing things. It's not special. Nothing is special, of course. That's also for some people the disappointment because there's nothing to reach. It's already what is happening. And in the same times, it's already what is happening. So it's nothing needs to change. It's the way it looks, the way it moves. That's just life going on. It has nothing to do with a person or a personal identity. It's just life going on like that without any reason, without any meaning to reach something or to go away or to what we all think, what the brain can make of it. It's just what is. That's it. Very easy, very simple also. Nothing trying to make something else of it, to name it. So talking about this is also a bit strange because you can't say exactly what it is. There are no words. You can talk about what it isn't, and maybe some concepts are falling away, but it doesn't need to be. It's nothing needed. What's happening? If there are concepts, there are concepts. So what? Nothing is wrong. So we can talk about it, and we'll see what's happening. If you want to say something or ask or share, you can unmute yourself. And we have a chat.
Hi, Rose.
Hello.
It's very nice that nothing has to change. It's just a question. So
Yeah.
what if you want to try to change? Is that something like avoiding the absence?
No, no, it's the same. It's then there's coming up, oh, this isn't good. This isn't good enough. I don't want it. I want to have it some other way. That's just a thought, and maybe there's some meaning. It seems to be very true or something like that. Then that's it. There's also no need to change that, because then that's another way of like, oh, I still have to change. I still have those thoughts. Oh, that's not right yet. It's the same. Then there's a thought like, oh, it's not good enough. It's just energetics. Thoughts are not your thoughts. It's an energetic happening. So when there's thoughts, there can be like, oh, this is not good, or I don't want this, or just thoughts, reporting, nothing else. And when there's change or trying to change, it's not you, it's not, there's no person doing it. It's just change can happen. So what? It's like that. It seems to be change, but it's just what's happening. So it's always what's happening.
It's
So
happening by itself.
yeah, yeah. It's not you doing it.
No.
There's no you. There's no, it seems there is a personal identity. We are so used also to see that there's an identity, and I'm like this and I don't want this, and I'm feeling more comfortable when I do that and things like that. It's a lot of thinking about that. But there is no identity. It's just thoughts about that going on. And it seems to be very true because we're so educated in that. There is no identity. It's just what's happening.
Mhm.
So there's nothing wrong already. It doesn't matter what is going on. It doesn't matter. That's strange. You think, oh, it can't be. It can't be like that. This is not good enough yet. Of course it is. It's not good, but it's also not bad. It's what is.
Yeah, that touches.
Hmm. And it's very difficult to hear in some way, because it's not even only in the mind. It's so embodied that there's something wrong. There should be something different. That's so strong that maybe some moment it's heard, and then it's overlaid by all those maybe concepts, or I don't know. It's energetic. Well, it's not wrong. Hmm.
Hello, Rose.
One moment. Oh yeah, you okay? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, I
No,
can.
it's not okay, but it's okay. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Yeah, Harry. Yeah, Harry.
Hello, hi, Rose. Can self-inquiry, like what Ramana Maharshi suggests, who am I, does it lead to the same realization?
I can't understand you very much. So please,
Uh,
may you repeat that?
self-inquiry, right? Who am I? Who
Yeah,
am like
yeah.
what Ramana Maharshi suggests?
Oh, yeah.
Can it lead to the same realization, or you are talking something different?
Yeah. Because there, who can ask, who am I? That assumes that there's someone who can ask that. So you can have a choice to ask that. There's no choice. There's no one trying to do something, there's already no one. So everything what's happening is just happening. So there can't be any advice or practice. There's no need for it. There's no one doing it. Seems to be. It confirms that there's...
You are saying from your point of view, but as far as I am concerned, I have something called I. I feel that I have a self called I. So I want to start from there. Okay. Sana Maharshi seems to suggest that find out who is that I, because I have that feeling there is an I.
Yeah.
So he says, find out who is that I. I start with that inquiry. Okay. I don't know where I will end up, but
yeah, I understand. But when there's an inquiry, who is doing that searching? That inquiry. Who is doing that inquiry? That's the
who is doing that inquiry? I can only say that. See, I can only say that I am doing. So Ramana Maharshi suggests. In fact, Ramana Maharshi also may say that who is doing that inquiry? Find out who is that.
Yeah, but who is finding out? Who's finding out that there's no me? It's the me.
There seems to be me. I don't know, but see, it's like they say, in the Vedantic approach, they say, okay, you may think that you are the body. What you're experiencing is not you, and so they have an approach saying that okay, if you are experiencing something that is not you, so by that reason, it is the world is not you, the body is not you. Since you are able to see your thinking, that thinking is not you. So there is an approach that you be a witness to everything. That is an intermediate stage. That's what they are saying. Finally, you will become one with the whole thing. So they are giving it as an approach. You start from your illusion, and then with the reality. But what you are saying is that there is nobody to question that at all. But that's not the experience here. So how do I reach that place?
Well, that's just different.
Yeah,
it's different. It's this is not an approach. This is not a way teaching somebody and helping somebody to see that there's no one. There is already no one, so there's no need for help.
Okay, so that's a thing actually. So you are talking from whatever that ultimate reality is. You are talking from that place. You are saying there is no one. I don't see anyone here. But I am talking from the illusion. So people like me need an approach. But when you talk already knowing the reality, does it help? I don't know. Does it help people? Does it help people to realize?
No,
it doesn't.
Because what the me does is they feel there's something, there seems to be something missing. There seems to be looking for oneness or looking for it's not real, the me, or something like that. But that assumes that you are real and you can look for something. What this message or what this is saying is it's already not real. So there's no need for anything, and everything what's happening, even the looking for something or maybe exercise, it's nothing wrong with it, but it's just what's happening. So it's much more simple. There's no need for exercises because there's nothing wrong. There is already nothing wrong. There is not here, there's no me, and there's talking from nothing or something abstract. It's just talking. And then I don't know what I'm saying. It's just coming out. It's the same there. It's just coming out. It's just nothing. And at the same time, it's everything in the sense like there's talking. That's apparently everything. It's talking. It's just making words. That's what people can do. But in fact, it doesn't have any meaning. it seems to be very important. Oh, I'm going to the meeting about this, and maybe there's is happening something that I really can see it or can experience it or anything. The funny thing is, it's already what it's happening. So the way it's sitting there, that's it already. So no need for exercise, no need for know me or things like that. It's just the way sitting there, that's it. That's everything. So finish. But we are so convinced that there's something not right yet. So we're looking for somebody who helps us, like anybody, and have some direction or something. But so as I see it, it confirms that there's something not right yet. There's something to look for. Even maybe they say there's nothing to look for, but still there's an advice. So, but
Yes.
how can I say there's something wrong? Of course not. It's just, this is just a describing what's going on. It's not a teaching, it's not helping, because there are no identities, there are no persons, it's just bodies. That's it.
Yeah, at least the minimum some people say is that stop. They say stop means stop any effort or any thinking to realize. And even in that stop, there is an advice. Okay, when they say stop, meaning they mean stop doing any effort, whether it is inquiry.
Sorry, I can't hear you very well. So please talk a bit slowly, because that's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, some teachers say stop. That is the minimum advice they give. When they say stop, they say stop any inquiry, stop any attempt for realization, everything. So at least even there is an advice to stop.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
There is a hope that when I stop, realize. Okay.
But it's not about realization.
Okay.
Because when you think, oh, I don't realize it yet, or I'm here in that circle, in that, I don't know how you call it, and it's, oh, maybe I have to do this, or maybe I can do this, because somewhere it can't be this. It can't. It's so strong. There's something so strong. Like there's something. Maybe you don't call it wrong, but there's something missing or something. God, I don't realize it. And it's much more simple. What was happening here was more like, oh, it was just, oh, so that's it. And it's like, it's so normal. It's so already there, but it's overlooked by thinking that it will be some event or some happening or some feeling or some realization.
Right.
It's much more, it's very disappointing in that sense, because it's just, oh God, it was all, oh, of course it's always there. Oh, how could I not see it? It's just so normal. And so nobody will see and nobody will hear like how you are. It's not energetic in that sense that you are shining or shining joy or things like that. It's just normal. So we are looking for something something better, something. It's not, a lot of times the me is looking for something better, for a kind of happiness, always happiness, or feeling freedom or things like that. It's not like that.
Right. At least freedom. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mystery, but at the same time, it's a mystery because it's overlooked. And it's just this. It's just this. It's not bliss. It's just this. It's but the me is thinking, when there's a me, it's looking for something in a way special, something different. But when that looking, this just isn't there. That's the whole thing. That that searching or that just isn't there anymore. So, and then they're suddenly like, oh my God, it's just this. It's just this. It's just what's going on. And it's also an appearance. It's not real. So how can you give an advice to something what's not real? It can't. Nothing is real. So
Rose, can you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Sorry, I've got my fan. I'm in Melbourne, Australia, so it's a bit
Very
windy.
hot. Oh, make me jealous.
It seems like there's something very wrong with the world, and like it's, you know, I feel a resonance here, you know, with this group, and it's easy just to fall into it. But just dealing with the world and you know, work, and it seems harder to be in that resonance, or yeah. So
But when there seems to be something wrong, maybe there's fear, or maybe there's a feeling you don't like, and then that's it. That's it. It's not about feeling. This is not about feeling good or happy or relaxed. It's just what is. So there's also no world. It seems so real that there's a world outside and there are things going on. The only thing what's going on is a paper or or on television some images, and then the whole brain is going make a world of it. It's like in the movies. When you follow movies, it's not the life of one person. You see certain scenes and the brain can fill in, so it seems like a real life. But it isn't. It's the same thing. It's the same thing in the world. The brain can fill in the gaps. So it's not real. There's nothing going on. There's no outside.
So you feel disappointment sometimes?
There can be there, yeah, for a moment, not very long, but yeah, of course. They're still wanting to have sun today or something like that. And then oh, it's raining again, but that's it. It's very normal. Yeah. Yeah, it's not, because that's also I can do that. So, it seems like there's thinking about when there's no me, or when there's the realization, or I don't know all those words, and then it seems something special. So we make something. What your dream? I had my dream was like I will always be relaxed and not being angry anymore, and very easygoing. Everything is easygoing. It's just the same. It's just the same. When this is a fiery person, so there can be an anger coming up, or fear, or anything. It's just normal. The only difference maybe can be like there's nothing going on, picking it up or doing something with it, or knowing why it is, thinking why I did that before long, why is this and how can I do it better, and things like that. That's the only thing that doesn't come up. That's it. That's different. But the whole reacting and things like that, it's the same. It's just the same.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I see a chat, so I will read it. This simply to point out to Hari that Ramana Maharishi, whether developed a system called self-inquiry, is questionable. Mostly it seems he communicated in silence. As U.G. Krishnamurti says, others around him made the system out of him for the purpose of SREM and so on. Okay, I leave it.
Rose, so Hari here again. Yeah. So you said, it's all what is happening, and you said, there may be disappointment about the weather and all, but it doesn't stay, right? It goes. You go to the next one.
No, not I'm going to the next one. It just
It
is
happens.
there. And it's not, it's not
Okay.
even noticed. When there's a question, there's a remembering of what has, but no, not this morning because now it's sunny, but I can remember those moments. But it's like coming and then it's going. That's how it's normally going. But when there's a huge belief about trying to wanting the search going on and wanting to change, then those thoughts come with them. So they're taking it to tea. Yeah.
Right. There's a difference between you and other people then, right? So other people, for them, it is not just an occurrence. If I look at the weather, I wanted to plan, going out and I'm not able to go, and any number of things the whole, it can trigger a whole lot of thoughts based on my belief that, I have a separate self. For you, it may not happen because there is nobody there. So you will not make a mountain out of molehill and then it keeps going. So can we say that there is a difference between you and me?
No, but no, it's not like that. Oh, it's so different to explain that. There is already no Rose, and there's also no Harry. There's just now, I can see a face, that's it. But there's no Harry, there's no Rose. But we are so, how do you say, gewend. We are so used to see a face and thinking, or not thinking, but it's like that. It's there. Oh, there's someone, and I want to know how she is living or how she's doing it, or but there is just this body, and talking about how she's living is already an illusion because there's nothing going on. Maybe it's because then there's going on. When I'm saying, there can be a disappointment. She has this and she never has those thoughts about it. Then there's already making something of it. So there is nothing going on. But it's the same with Harry. There's just that, and it seems like there's a whole construct with an identity and thinking I have a lot of thoughts, so that's different as that. There is just thoughts, and then it's already gone. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But there's a belief somewhere that there's a structure, and within that structure there's someone, and there's a body, and I'm different as that, and how can I? But that whole abstract, that's the dream. But that can be very strong, and that also it can be not there. But it's not something. It's not. There is a lot of thoughts with me, and with her there are no thoughts or something like that. It's not true, but okay. And then that's confirming again that there's someone there who fails or who doesn't do. It's the same, but in a different way. When there are a lot of thoughts coming up and then that's what's happening. So in that sense, there's of course no difference. Okay. There's no difference in it. There's a difference, but not in the sense then this is better than that, or this is more, I don't know, more present than that, or all those words. It's the same. It's only a different way of moving. It's what the me does is trying to compare and then thinking, you have that, I don't have that yet.
Yes.
That's what the me does. And it seems very normal, but it's just confirming that's not yet there. It's not like that.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of got what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks. Another question. Existence is also something. Yeah, existence. Yeah, it's there's nothing and there's apparently everything. So everything is, there's just nothing. Nothing is going on, but it seems you see walls and see faces so that's the appearance. It seems very real, but it's just energy, light falling into it, and seems very real. So we call that existence, but there's nothing. There's just nothing. And everything, of course, but it's apparent. It's awful. It's awful to explain it, but it's just like that.
So from that nothingness, everything can arise, also conflicts.
Yeah, it does. So it's seen that there are conflicts. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But they don't mean anything. And
yeah.
There's a lot of thinking about, oh, this isn't right, so we have to solve it, or we have to take care that it doesn't happen, or things like that, because that gives a feeling I don't like. There can be conflicts, of course. There can be, or disagreement, or pain. People say something, pain. I don't know. But nothing has any meaning. It's just then a feeling of like that.
I tell my colleague where. But I guess the conflicts are have a lot to do with thinking that there is a me.
No, that's what the me does. Make meaning of it. Trying to explain why is it happening. It has to do with that and that. That's the abstract thinking. That's the dream.
Yeah.
We make everything, we think, oh, why is this happening? Oh, what did I do? Or what did he do? Or how can I change? Or whatever. That's the whole dream of me.
Yeah.
That's the whole dream. And it's just
And I can see that, but
yeah.
So yeah. In a work situation when there is I call it a strong me, and then I want to be in silence, but the other one doesn't know or not consciousness that silence. So it's, I don't know.
It's trying to make something of it. It's just maybe there's coming into a room and then there's it's very simple in exactly what is happening. There's no why, there's no reason, there's no meaning, but that seems in the world of me, in that whole thing, it seems so important. It's so normal. It's not even noticed that, because it's so embodied. So it's already happening like that. But then that's not wrong. It's not because there's a me or something like that. It's just then there's it, and there's a lot of thought. It's just energetic happening. Thoughts are not your thoughts. It's just energetic going on like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I can see that, but I can't tell my colleagues that
there are no colleagues. It's just bodies there, and then that's it. It's just energetic happening. Oh, and everything is energetic. There's and then there's going to the toilet, or that's it. There's no past also. So what the me is doing is also like, oh, this was happening, and taking it home and thinking about it. well, then it's taking, that's a way of speaking. It's not taking home. It's then thoughts are coming, just coming. That can happen here too. That sometimes in the night there's a cramp in the story. Can I say, because it's not really like, but in the story there can be a cramp and there can be a lot of thoughts. But it's just energetic thought there, and then it's finished after a while. I don't know. Yeah. So what? It's not wrong to have thoughts or trying to make it happen, or what kind of, every kind of thought. There are no bad thoughts or wrong thoughts. It doesn't have any meaning. It doesn't go anywhere. It seems that it helps.
I don't think that it helps. It's more like
Okay.
those thoughts are very naughty, and maybe there was something that better not to have those thoughts, but those thoughts are wiser. So
Yeah, it can be there. It can be very like this. I want to kill him. Why not? Just that. Why not? Anything can happen. You don't know.
sometimes I don't know how to say it in English. So, soms vind ik het jammer van de energie, zeg maar.
It's a pity that
Dat
energy.
daar zijn.
Oh, but it's life is everything. Life is everything. It's not the fight. It's not that the final meaning of life is joy. It's everything. That's the joy. That's. It can be anything. It can be and it can be naughty, and it can be anything. No one doing it. It's just everything.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there's another. More importantly, this inquiry of the teachings of the ones who followed him, like Muji, I could resonate with their pointings as well as many could. Okay.
Er staat nog een chat boven, heb je die al gelezen?
Oh, okay. Unexisted, yeah. Oh, yeah. God, I thought it was the same. Oh, but it's to Kesavan. I don't know if I have to read that. I think it's for him. So, yeah. If you want to say something about it, please do, Kesavan. But yeah, I think it's just it's from Han. So it's a story from Han to Kesavan. So I leave it there. Oh, you want to read me? Okay. What he's writing is, there's a whole compilation of questions and answers with Ramana, where he's saying, find out who is that I who asking a question, the I who is worried, the I who is confused. Maybe he didn't make a system explicitly, but he has at least mentioned about find out who you are. Okay.
Rose?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Hey, so you try to make your life better and happier. You do certain things that you feel comfortable with during the day, but that's all just like a spontaneous arising. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, what is there is that you think you do it, but it's just happening.
Right.
No life, not your life. You're so convinced that you are in that body and you are choosing or you are doing. It's just happening. There's no one there. There's already no one there choosing. It's just energetic.
So when I feel or think that there's something very wrong in the world, I have to go and change it. That's just a happening.
It's just a thought. Yeah.
Just a thought, just a happening. Not good or bad.
Now, there can be a lot of thoughts about that, and maybe there's action, but that action is not done by their thoughts. Thoughts don't have any influence. Thoughts are just thoughts. They don't have any energy or power. It's just thoughts. It's amazing. We are so convinced. When I'm thinking I'm doing that and there's doing, it's caused by our thoughts. No, thoughts is just thought. It's just thinking. That's it. And doing, it's just what's happening. It's not by anyone. There is already, it's empty. There is just no one. There is already no one. It's not need to look for it but it's so convincing that you do it.
Yeah.
It's strange. It's not that you have to do it like I did, like I say, but it's a bit. We are so into doing and I am here, and that's even not questioned. And then here is some meeting, and then it's questions, and that's like, oh, maybe there's something else. And you don't have to believe it, of course not. It's not about believing or trying to convince or anything. It's just like, oh, just mention something else. And what's happening with that, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But it's something else. It's outside of the world, outside the normal way of thinking. So that can be like, oh, or no, or like, oh, not true. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Rose.
Hi.
So everything is perfect as it is because it couldn't be any other way, right?
Yeah. Right.
Because it's just the outplay of emptiness without any reason and purpose.
Yeah. So how can it be wrong?
Yeah. So there's nobody there who have any influence about it.
No, it's a construct of the brain that seems that there's someone there. But
Yeah, it's interference pattern in the brain and say, I have to do something with it, but it's just an illusion. It's not real.
Yeah, it's just thoughts.
Yeah.
Can be there.
And it's also perfect.
Yeah, that's just thoughts. So
yeah.
It's just, what is a thought? I don't know. I can't even say where you think a thought. It's just something, words going on, and then it's gone. It's the same as a cup of coffee.
Yeah. And they're not personal.
No, it seems to be, because you're so convinced I am here, and then there are my thoughts. That's, wow, that's so embodied. It's so strong. Even if you know all this, still it can be there so strong. Yeah, sure.
And they're also empty. There's emptiness and thoughts is the same.
Yeah, it's just, it's nothing, and it's apparently everything, and that everything can be a thought. Yeah,
it's
real,
happen at the same time.
Yeah,
real and unreal.
It's it's the same time. Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah, it's very. With your mind, you can't grasp. It's so God. How can you understand this? And still, there's something maybe.
Yeah, the mind is also appearance out of nothing.
Yeah, but there's also no mind, of course, because there's no collection of thought. What is the mind? It's just thoughts going on. Because everything is going on about, this is my body, and I have a mind, and I have thoughts, and there's just thoughts somewhere.
Yeah, and also the mind is an appearance. It's not real.
Yeah, but it's not even a mind.
Yeah.
It's just thoughts that can happen, thoughts. Because mind seems to be from someone. There is no real body, or it's an appearance. It's amazing. It's just God. It's so that's the freedom. Nothing is going on. It's just not a how do you say, a solid body. It's not like that. But it seems so solid and real. It's just energy. And it seems like, there's body.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, Rose, is there a difference between what you say and what material scientists might say? I think they will say it's all just happening. Self is an illusion, or self is an emergent property from matter. I don't understand. Matter is basically a vibration. Yeah, that's it. Self is an illusion. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's the same. And that's what you say. Maybe not everything is the same, but even there's the me is an illusion, and the self. And matter it's just energy. And when you say, somebody said, when you touch, you feel solid. It's not you feel solid. There's just a sensation somewhere. You don't even know where, but we call it solid, but it isn't. Because you see it, and there's a lot of concepts about, this is my body, this is my hand, and this is touching. So it's just sensation. You don't even know where. So nothing is solid. Somewhere it's known. Somewhere it's already known, or known. It's not really known, but it's so obvious and it's overlaid by all those concepts and beliefs, and very strong. Yeah, it seems like a system of survival, like, I have to be there, and I have to make my life work. And then it's just, nothing is going on. Nothing is real.
Have you made your necklace by yourself?
Oh, no. I bought it on the market.
And what about karma? Karma doesn't exist?
No, that's about someone who's living, who has a life, and there's doing good things and bad things. It's very simple. And then maybe in another life you can make it right. Oh, that's awful. It's just a dream. It's just a way of making something that's so, it seems like there's something wrong and there's something right, and you can make it right. Oh, that's the whole dream of me. We can make it right. We have to make it right. We do the right thing. God, it's endless. It's endless suffering and endless fight, because it's not working. So we're doing our best, and oh yeah, because I'm doing my best, it's working. Oh, no, it's not. I'm not doing enough. Oh, and it's an endless fight.
Yeah. What do you think of Trump at the end of his working period?
We can have a discussion about Trump, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just it seems to be someone saying things. Yeah, I don't even bother about being busy with that. No. Oh, we have another concept there. Can you explain how can we have glimpses when going to or coming from someone who's no longer there, like yourself or Tony Parsons? Or try to say it has nothing to do with being near him. Thank you. Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with anything. And there's no need for glimpses also. It can happen or not. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's also a curse, because when there's a glimpse, it seems like, oh, it's so obvious, and then it's gone, and then the normal thing is going on again. And there's looking for that feeling, or that freedom was there. Well, it has nothing to do with somebody with here, some Rose or Tony or something like that. We're so convinced that when there's Tony or somebody else, then there's some energy that provokes maybe glimpses. It has nothing to do with it. Nothing has to do with anything. The strange thing is, it's already there. So the sitting, it's it. If there's a feeling sitting, that's it. It's very subtle, very normal. That's everything. That's already there. So no need for glimpses or anything. It's just simple. It's just already what is happening. So the search, when there's a search and trying to do things and people are giving an advice, it's confirming that there's something not right yet. This is more saying like, oh, it's already this. It's not perfect in the way that everything is just flowing and there's just relaxation and there's no need for anger anymore, all those bullshit. It's just the same. The only thing it's not there, and that's an energetic thing, that it's wrong. Maybe that's the only thing. And there's something wrong. It's so embodied, and then I don't know how but it's so, we are so convinced that we are there and there's someone like here. There's someone who don't have how do you say, who's no longer there. No one is there. There's already no one there. There's already also only a body moving, and it's not real, but it doesn't need to know it's not real or understand or have a glimpse, oh, it's not real. It doesn't matter. When their thinking is real, then their thinking is real. It's the same. but the feeling and the concept and the belief that there's something wrong, that's so embodied, and then suddenly it's not there, can be not there. It's just, yeah. But when I'm saying that, it seems like, oh, I want that. Yeah. You can't explain it. There's no rose. There's nothing going on. There's just energy flowing, and there's no identity. So no person going with a certain way of doing. It's just a chaotic way, and this is a fiery. Can be fiery, and it's everything is different. It's the uniqueness of the personality. It seems like there's a personality and that's different. That's it. That's just the energy. Nothing going on, nothing wrong, nothing right also. No need to understand. Wow, no need to understand, yeah. No homework. It's already this. Whoa, and time. Also time. We are so in time. Time seems to be real. There is no time. There is no time. There's no before. There's no after. There's no past. There's no future. It's just this. It's not now, because then you say, oh, I have to be in the now. No, that's too complicated. It's very, very simple. It's just like little children. No conscious, just doing. No reason, no why. And when there's why, in the thoughts. So what? It's already complete. Thank you. Thank you.